Welcome back to 50 Cars, your go-to destination for everything on wheels. Whether you're a seasoned auto enthusiast or just someone looking for your next ride, we've got you covered with the latest reviews, comparisons, and updates from the automotive world. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. Today, we're diving deep into a car that has been making headlines in the Indian market and catching attention globally for all the right reasons, the 2025 Renault Triber. This compact MPV has been a game-changer in its segment ever since its launch, and the 2025 update brings some fresh changes, upgrades, and refinements that make it even more appealing. Let's begin with the design. At first glance, the 2025 Renault Triber looks familiar, but look closer and you'll notice some thoughtful updates. Renault has retained the overall silhouette, which makes sense. It's practical, distinctive, and functional. But the new front grille, updated headlamp design with integrated LED DRLs, and reworked bumper give the Triber a more premium and modern look. The chrome touches are subtle but effective, and the sculpted bonnet adds a bit more character. On the side, not much has changed, but the new alloy wheels and slightly flared wheel arches give the car a bolder stance. Move to the rear, and you'll see the refreshed taillamps and bumper that blend seamlessly with the overall design. Now, step inside the cabin, and that's where Renault has done some impressive work. The interior of the 2025 Triber feels more refined than ever before. The layout remains largely the same, which is a good thing. It's functional, user-friendly, and spacious. What's new is the updated color scheme, softer touch materials, and a more premium finish across the dashboard and door pads. The biggest highlight is the new 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay support. It's crisp, responsive, and feels much more modern compared to the previous generation. There's also a new digital instrument cluster that gives the driver key information in a cleaner, more intuitive format. Renault has also added more USB charging ports across all three rows, and even a wireless charging pad in the top variant, something you don't often see in this segment. Space and practicality have always been the Triber's biggest strengths, and the 2025 version continues that tradition. The Triber is a true 7-seater in a sub-4-meter footprint, and that's no small feat. The modular seating arrangement means you can remove the third row entirely if you don't need it, giving you a massive boot space. Even with all seats up, there's enough room for short trips and small bags. The second row slides and reclines, allowing passengers to prioritize legroom or boot space depending on the need. The third row is best for kids or shorter adults, but it's great to have that flexibility in a car this size. When it comes to performance, the 2025 Triber sticks with the familiar 1.0-liter 3-cylinder petrol engine but with better refinement and tuning. The engine now delivers slightly improved performance figures, around 72 horsepower and 96 Nm of torque. It's not a rocket, but for urban commuting and occasional highway trips, it does the job well. The engine feels more refined now, especially at lower revs, and the NVH levels are noticeably improved. Renault has worked on insulating the cabin better, and the result is a quieter and more comfortable driving experience. You get the same 5-speed manual and the AMT gearbox options. The manual is smooth and easy to drive, while the AMT is more tuned for convenience than spirited driving. If you spend a lot of time in traffic, the AMT could be a blessing. However, don't expect lightning-fast gear changes. It's functional but not sporty. Fuel efficiency is another strong point of the Triber. With the improvements in engine tuning and weight optimization, the 2025 Triber promises a mileage of around 19 to 20 kmpl in real-world conditions, which makes it one of the most efficient 7-seaters out there. Combine that with its lower maintenance costs and affordable service network, and you've got a car that's light on your pocket both up front and in the long run. On the safety front, Renault has taken things up a notch. The 2025 Triber now comes with 4 airbags as standard in the higher variants, along with ABS, EBD, rear parking sensors, a reverse camera, and a seatbelt reminder system. Renault has also worked on the body structure to meet the latest safety regulations and crash test norms. The car feels solid for its segment, and the confidence it inspires behind the wheel has definitely improved. Now, let's talk about driving comfort and suspension. The ride quality has always been a strong point for the Triber, and that continues in the 2025 model. The suspension setup absorbs bumps and potholes with ease, making it ideal for Indian road conditions. Whether you're driving in the city or on slightly rough terrain, the Triber remains composed and comfortable. The steering is light, which makes maneuvering in traffic or tight parking spaces very easy. It's not a car built for aggressive cornering or high-speed thrills, but it does what it's supposed to: keep you and your passengers comfortable and safe. One of the best things about the Triber is how versatile it is. It's rare to find a sub-4-meter car that can genuinely seat 7 people, give you good boot space when needed, and still remain fuel-efficient and affordable. Whether you're a small family looking for weekend getaways, someone who occasionally needs to carry more people, or even a rideshare driver, the Triber offers real value for money. And speaking of value, let's look at the pricing and variants. Renault has priced the 2025 Triber very competitively. The base variant starts around 6.5 lakh rupees ex-showroom, while the top-end variant with all the bells and whistles goes up to about 9.5 lakhs. That's an excellent price for a 7-seater with all these features, and it undercuts many of its rivals while offering more practicality. Whether you go for the base model or the fully loaded one, you're getting a lot of car for your money. Now, of course, no car is perfect, and the Triber does have a few drawbacks. The 1.0-liter engine, while efficient, can feel underpowered when fully loaded or during overtakes on the highway. If you often drive with 7 passengers and luggage, you might wish for a bit more grunt. Also, an automatic transmission other than the AMT, perhaps a CVT or dual clutch, would have made it even more appealing. And while the build quality is solid for the price, some cabin plastics still feel a little budget-oriented. But honestly, for the price, those are very minor compromises. To sum it up, the 2025 Renault Triber continues to be one of the most practical and intelligently designed MPVs in the market. It's not trying to be flashy or sporty. Instead, it focuses on what matters: space, efficiency, flexibility, and affordability. And in that, it succeeds brilliantly. Whether you're buying your first family car or looking for a secondary vehicle that can carry more people without breaking the bank, the Triber deserves a serious look. So, that's our full review of the 2025 Renault Triber. Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you see this as your next family car? Or are you waiting for Renault to bring a turbocharged version in the future? We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who's car shopping. Don't forget to subscribe to 50 Cars for more honest and detailed car reviews. We've got more exciting content coming up, from test drives to car comparisons and ownership tips. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.